what I'm saying is that, it's, the spirit, this has been a big chasm. It's the same chasm between infinities and finite system in our society. The spiritual people have a tendency to think that it's all internal and that we don't need technology. I actually have people calling me, while driving their car on their cell phone, telling me we don't need no stinking technology, and
right.
and then the physicist, on the other hand, thinks that consciousness is irrelevant, and it's all external to them. And so, really, what's really crucial at this point in history is that the advanced thinkers and spiritual leaders, and I'm not talking religious leaders, but I'm talking about people that have, you could call vertical connection to the universe, realize that the external world is just as important, the world of technology and commerce and all this, and that the people, the technologists and scientists around the world and so on, realize that, our personal level of consciousness is crucial to developing technologies and systems that are harmonious with nature and that evolves our society to a new level of interaction. The two are so crucial, and they must come together at once so that we can evolve. And the failure of doing so will result in our extinction.
And Nassim, please hold it right there. We have to take another break. And when we return, I want to ask you about those in control. You mentioned the vertical connection. If you want to know the answer, don't go anywhere. This is Mel Fabregas, and you're listening to The Veritas Show.
This is Sergeant Clifford Stone, U.S. Army retired, and you're listening to The Veritas Show.
And welcome back to The Veritas Show. This is Mel Fabregas, thanking you for joining Nassim Haramein and I on this very enlightening interview. Nassim, before the break, you mentioned vertical connection. What are your thoughts on the Vatican, the apostate church state, and the manipulation through lower-level organization of time, space, laws, rules, finance, economy, politics, religion?
Oh, my God. All these things typically includes dogma. And really, my work is about, eliminating dogma. For instance, many of the things we experience as spiritual experiences in the theory that I'm bringing forward are actually defined in terms of physics. typically what we think as miraculous, what we think as magic, is just because we haven't understood the fundamental principles that govern our universe and govern these effects. And as soon as we understand them in good mathematics and good physics, it's no longer a miracle, but it's actually a fundamental principle of creation. And if we understand that, then we can make technology that we would say creates miracles today. You know, for instance, a technology that could heal people, a technology that could prolong life to live like hundreds and hundreds of years. You know, all these things would be taught as miracles today. But if we truly understood, for instance, how life emerged and how material existence emerged and so on, we can start to really become co-creators and engineers of the vacuum ourselves and transform all of our society and get rid of the dogmas that are found in many religions, all religions actually, that constantly divides human beings because they say it's like this, it's like this, it's like this. But when you look deeply, they're all talking about the same thing. You know, the best example is a bunch of blind men trying to figure out what an elephant looks like, and one guy's got the tail, one guy's got the leg, the other guy's got the trunk, and they all disagree on what the elephant looks like, but they're all talking about an elephant. And when we find the elephant, when we understand the fundamental principles of creation, we will be able to eliminate them from dogma and actually place them in appropriate context, which is, you know, fundamental principles of creation and good physics and good mathematics, and then really evolve from there. And that doesn't take the beauty out of them. That doesn't take the divinity out of them. It doesn't mean because the universe has mechanical function that it's not beautiful. It just means that we understand them at the fundamental level, and we get away from dogma, and we get towards a deeper level of truth.
So from dogma to control, what are your thoughts on the Illuminati, and who do you believe is on top of the pyramid?
I would say that the tendency is to think that there is one group of people, often called the Illuminatis, that are controlling the world and suppressing things and so on. I would say, in general, these theories give way too much credit to the human organizations. They're not that organized, but I think that there's certainly a whole bunch of different institutions that throughout the years, for various reasons, some of them that involves the Vatican and other various, dogmas and so on, and others that have political reason for existence, that have been, holding back humanity by holding very crucial pieces of information for various reasons, some of them religious and some of them financial and political. And so, it's not as simple as one group of people, but it's various organizations that are competing for power and for wealth. And, these organizations are slowly starting to crumble, and the information will come out. And if it does not, if we cannot transform our planet and emerge out of what I would call still the dark ages of civilization, I have very little hope for humanity. However, when I look at the evolution that we're experiencing right now and how fast it's changing, then I have great positive hope